Stephen White had a highlighted message. Could have done without the Lashley promo as well. A quick video package would have done.
Oh, okay. But
did you see or read anything about the Bobby Lashley promo where he basically
I didn't
talked about how he doesn't appreciate Goldberg threatening to murder him?
Yes. I read about it. I didn't see anything about it, to be honest, because it was actually one of the things that I was like, right, okay, I need to actually go back and properly watch this and like form my own opinion. I know that obviously this is the thing is like I know people were saying like kind of when I went on Twitter and stuff about it, they were like, what's that about? Maybe I'm kind of not good because I don't have the context of what was actually properly said, like within myself. But I can understand why they're putting a big Lashley promo on there, because they're trying to hype obviously this match, because let's face it, like this pay-per-view, there's there's like big matches going ahead at this pay-per-view. That one seems to have kind of fallen by the wayside.
I think everybody's just tired of Goldberg and nobody wants to see it again.
That's the thing though. It's like I actually genuinely feel though over the past couple of weeks there's not been any mention of it, and I kind of had forgotten that it's happening. I feel
See, that's interesting because Goldberg was on Raw last week and he cut his murder promo where he not only threatened to kill Bobby Lashley, but then he threatened to kill him again. And he was like, I'm going to leave you on the ground with no breath left in your body. Yeah. Good guy Bill Goldberg is going to do a murder in Saudi Arabia. So, I mean, if the shoe fits. But
this is what I'm like thinking. I'm like, is he not supposed to be the babyface in this? Like, oh. And
theoretically.
I mean, like, obviously I understand that, like, some baby faces, are driven to despair, but, I think it's only bad people who want to kill you twice.
Okay, so here's my analysis of the Goldberg-Bobby Lashley scenario as we are to this point, right? Because I've watched Raw most weeks, so I'm pretty well caught up on it. So Goldberg and Bobby Lashley had a match. Goldberg's son, who was a fan, who should not be anywhere near the ring because he is just a fan, got in the ring. What happens when fans get in the ring, Jen?
Oh my goodness, they're swiftly dealt with. I mean, you look at AEW with that contract signing with MJF and Chris Jericho, you look at that, swiftly dealt with.
Swiftly dealt with, as well they should be, because fans, everybody out here knows this, our listeners are cool, you know that if you are not a professional wrestler, or if you are a professional wrestler and are not booked on a show, you do not get in the ring without some sort of prior arrangement, right? Like, you do not go into business for yourself and go into the ring because the wrestlers will not take kindly to that and they will get rid of you. Like, remember what happened to Enzo and Cass at that Madison Square Garden show when they didn't, like, smarten up the crew to what was happening, and it wasn't good, right? For a reason. Gage, being a fan, I know he's only like 15 or whatever, but he's a fan who got in the ring. Bobby Lashley took care of him swiftly. He didn't, like, hurt him. He put him in the, like, full Nelson thing, and then he kind of, like, shoved him away or whatever. Totally warranted if a fan gets in the ring. Now Goldberg's all like, you put your hands on my son, I'm going to literally murder you.
I know. It doesn't, like, legit doesn't make sense. Like, because, well, mind you, then I'm saying that. Remember when George kind of got, like, when George Mazarian got involved and there was all this, like, even there was no threat of murder when George was there.
That's true. I mean, but Brie Bella did sue Stephanie McMahon and she went to jail when Stephanie slapped her when Brie Bella was a fan.
Oh my god, that is a throwback, by the way. What?
I mean, if you want a better throwback, like to completely contradict my point, Tori, like of Tori and Sable, Tori, she came in as just a stalker of Sable and ended up with a job in the World Wrestling Federation. Steve Blackman was a fan who jumped the barrier and got booked on Survivor Series. So maybe that was Gage's goal. I don't know.
That's it. Do you know what? Maybe that's like he's been looking back.
Maybe his hero has been Steve Blackman all along.
That's it.
And
you know what? Who can blame him? Who can freaking blame him? Do you know what I mean?
What a legend. Legend Steve Blackman is. Absolute legend. But you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so Bobby Lashley did put his hands on Goldberg's kid, but he didn't, like, hurt him that bad or anything. Like, he's fine. And now he's like, I will literally murder you until you have no breath in your body. I am going to break your neck. I am going to make sure that you are no longer alive for your family. Like, that's what And like, Goldberg didn't just say it in, like, a punchy end of promo kind of situation. He was like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stomp the life out of you. I am going to leave you without breath in your body. Like, thrice. He threatened murder thrice, did Bill Goldberg.
It's just not. Like, but then again, obviously, someone's going to threaten murder to you, bringing it back to this week's Raw. Like, yeah, you are going to take a good couple of minutes to talk about that. Like,
that's why, like, because I know a lot of people weren't happy with Bobby Lashley getting so much time for his promo, which it could have been cut down for some of the women's matches to get time. But, you know, if someone was, like, threatening to murder me and I didn't have an MVP by me to, like, help me out anymore, I might be like, I take umbrage with this, sir.
I know.
Like, I do not wish to be killed.
Exactly. I will alert the authorities.
He's just like, I would prefer not to die in Saudi Arabia. As would we all, I suppose.